Rev up your engines! Okay, today we're talking about Nissan Titan pickup trucks. What is up with them? They're not making them anymore. You're going to find out with this more than you probably ever wanted to know about them, so you can make a logical choice if you were thinking about getting one. Last year they sold 16,000 something of them in the United States, and they say they're not going to make them anymore. And guess what they say they're going to do? Now, we don't know if this is ever going to happen, but they say they're going to shut the American factory down and they're going to tool it up, and in 2 years they're going to be making electric vehicles there, fully electric vehicles. Let's see, this is 2024 now. Let's see if you're watching this video 2 years from now, will it actually happen or will it fall apart like a bunch of electric vehicle manufacturers are? Who knows? But that's what they claim. Now, they got big V8 engines. They got a lot of power. Their transmissions are a little bit on the weak side. He was fooling around with a four-wheel drive, he told me, and it started clicking and making noises, but under warranty, Nissan replaced the valve body. It did go out, and he admitted he was kind of screwing around with it, but they can tow a lot. They can tow up to 11,000 something pounds. Now, there's only one problem with that. He bought this used in Arizona. He got like 22 miles a gallon driving it back to Connecticut. Well, I got another customer with the same exact truck, and he regularly tows an 8,000 pound RV trailer. When he does, he gets 8 miles a gallon. Now, they're gas hogs when you're pulling weights. They can pull the weight, but they're gonna use a lot of gas. But I got a customer in Tennessee who owns one. He used to own 2 of these Titans, right? And he ran a business pulling heavy trailers, 10, 11,000 pounds, moving stuff around for people, right? And he loved his Titans. He said they never broke down. You don't even feel the weight as you're driving with that big trailer in the back, but he didn't like the gas mileage. So he made a real big mistake. He got rid of one of his Titans and he bought a used 2500 diesel GM. Paid a lot of money for it, and it had like 190,000 miles. Within 20,000 miles, it started to fall apart. And it's bad enough that it fell apart on him, but here's the kicker. He got 9 miles a gallon with the diesel GM. It didn't make that much difference. When you're pulling a heavy load with a big pickup truck, you're gonna get crap gas mileage. That's just the way that it goes. Now, as we look under the hood, big old V8 engine, they're very strong, reliable engines. Now, they even tried various configurations to try to boost their sales. They were putting Cummins diesel engines in, a few of them, and some of them had Aisin transmissions, but they kind of failed. People just didn't particularly like them for some reason. Not bad trucks, and they can hold up and pull a lot of weight. It's just they never made a sales mark. They had problems, little problems here and there, but nothing really outrageous. It was just that Nissan, let's face the facts, they're not really a big truck company. They got involved, they started making small trucks a long time ago, those old Nissan hard body pickups, little things, bulletproof, could run forever, but Nissan's made so many mistakes, they just aren't a big truck company. They don't know how to market it. And for one example, the owners thought, oh, okay, the license plate goes here. The sensors for his intelligent cruise controller under there, now he can't use his cruise control. You gotta buy a special bracket to put it down here so it doesn't block the sensors. And then, of course, hey, you know that plate's gonna get knocked off when you're driving down the road. Now, if you live in a state like I do, Tennessee, and they don't have front license plates, I guess you don't care. But a lot of states have front license plates, and these idiots didn't even think of that. Now, he thinks it's noisy, so we're gonna start up and listen to it. Now, that's basically the noise that these things make, because the modern vehicles have so many high pressure systems in them, the fuel injectors and stuff. It used to be that they wouldn't make any noise at all. If you listen to my wife's 2001 Lexus, it still doesn't make any noise. These things are relatively noisy, but there's nothing wrong with this. Problem is, see, he also owns an older 2010 with the more basic system, and it doesn't make the noise, so there's nothing wrong with this. It's just that the older ones are quieter. But on the other hand, his 2010, he's lucky if he gets 10 miles a gallon baby in it, and that's not pulling any trailers or anything. So you can see one of the reasons they weren't that popular. They are gas hoggy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about them. But like I said, all big trucks are gas hogs. You don't like that noise, but that's just the fuel injectors. That's the noise that these things make. It's pretty well set up. There's room to work on it if you really need it. And it's got all the modern stuff, ABS and all that. And as we go inside, we'll take a look. Really nice black interior. Quite a bit of room. Not as much as a Ford F-150, but they still have quite a bit of room. The old door slam, see if it sounds solid. Sounds pretty solid to me. He's got the key, so it says no key detected, but it's a nice setup. Speedometer tach. Got your usual controls. Free speed control. Four-wheel drive, so you can go two-wheel drive. Four-wheel high, four-wheel low, just by pushing it. Very easy. It's push start. I'm not a fan of that, but hey, they're almost all going that way. Check it out. It's pretty new. Still has a real parking brake. Hey, not an electric one. I'll give them kudos for that. And you can see here, you got power knockoffs. And when we put in gear, thing idles like a dream. And you can see for towing, it's even got tow mode. It's actually pretty well set up. A gigantic armrest. You can put all kinds of stuff in here. Hello down there. But let's get the old scan tool out and check it out. And here we go. We'll unlock it. It already automatically detected it. So we'll do standalone diagnostics. You can see it picks it up fast. There's the VIN. We'll get the information. It is North American Titan A61 2023 of the VIN number. We can do a big topology scan, so here we go. And while it's going, we'll just start looking around. The heaters keep me nice and warm. Dual heat control. I mean, it's a decent truck. It's big. It's got a lot of space. It's very comfortable. It's easy to reach all the dials. And it has dials, not just all this push button crap. Now it's got 10 trouble codes, but I can see already sonar and stuff. These codes are because the license plate is covering up the sonar. I can't wait to read them. Here's 8 of them here. It's going to give us all kinds of stuff because it's blocked. You can't see anything, right? Sensor, all these sensors, right? Because it's blocking them. So we'll just back that up, look at the rest. Got a laser code, same thing. It's blocking the laser thing, so we'll see what that says. And here we go. Radar blocked. It knows it's blocked. Okay. Wow, it's intelligent. Multi-AV. And that trouble code says the head unit has a problem. I mean, this is working so far, but let's face the facts. Everybody today's got a cell phone. The GPS and stuff on these are so much better than the junk that the dealerships have and the manufacturers. Just use your cell phone and connect it there. They make you generally pay for updates as they get older. Hey, the updates on your phone are free. Live data for engine. We'll do all signals. And we'll start out, remember, black's good, red is bad. Gotta look through it, see what's going on. I mean, he's getting 22 miles a gallon on the highway. That's as good as these things are gonna get, so I don't expect any problems. Valve timing is good. And look, air fuel adjustment. It's only subtracting 4 100ths or 1 100th. It's almost running perfect. Expect that, because I mean, he bought this thing used, but it's only got 35,864 miles on it. Just whip through the rest of the data. Everything's black so far. Nothing looks odd. I wouldn't expect anything to look odd with this small amount of mileage on it. And hey, it's a big truck. It's 4-wheel drive, but for a 4-wheel drive truck, it's got a reasonably smooth ride to it. We'll see how it takes off when we get to the top of the hill. Here we go. Let's floor it and see what this thing can do. Definitely has pickup. You can hear that V8 engine. Shifting smooth as silk. A lot of power. They're nice trucks. I don't know. They just never sold. People that I have who own them, use them as work trucks, they like the trucks, and they don't care about the lower gas mileage because it's a work truck. It's a business expense. I mean, they do tend to hold up quite well. The only problem is Nissan obviously doesn't know how to market the things. I mean, they only sold a few thousand of them last year, 16,000 or so, and at one point they had sold 80-something thousand. It's just bad marketing from a company that's not known for making good stuff. They just created their own problems. So if you were thinking about buying a big pickup truck and you're looking at the Nissan Titans, hey, it may not be that bad of an idea. You can get a better price because they don't compete with Ram and Dodge and Chevy with all their bells and whistles and magic tailgates. This has a tailgate that opens and closes with your hand, you know? Do you really need all that crap? No, you don't. Shame they're not going to be making it anymore, but Nissan's made so many mistakes over the past 3 decades, it could make your head spin. You're peed off when you go and look at these new Fords and Chevys loaded that are $80,000, $91,000. Maybe look at one of these. If you want a new one, you got to hurry up because they're not making them after this year. They won't make them at all. They're stopping the production. At least that's what they said, because as I said, they say they're going to make that factory into an electric vehicle with battery electric cars and trucks. Maybe that will never happen. Who the heck knows? With politics, with Trump and Elon Musk, who knows what's going to happen with electric cars? You got one guy on one side, one guy on the other, but they're working together. Who knows? But not bad trucks, and you can get a decent price for them because they're not as popular as the other trucks for reasons that sometimes just amaze me. Get the same gas mileage those other ones do, can pull 10, 11,000 pounds like the other ones do. Nice looking truck, but it just doesn't have all the bells and whistles that the Americans want. So, hey, if you're not a bell and whistle guy, you might want one of these. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.